Hi, my name is Jennifer Ledwith of Scholarity, and you are here today to figure out how to write your essay for your college application. If you're trying to figure out what to say and where to say it, you're in the right place. Welcome to How to Write an Apply Texas Essay. My name is Jennifer Ledwith, and I'm the director of scholarready.com, where our slogan is Time for Your Next Level. To learn more about us, you can reach us at the following phone number, email address, and learn more about us at that website, www.scholarready.com. Thank you for joining me today. I started Scholar Ready to help students to write essays. Since then, I've expanded to help students to prepare for the PSAT, SAT, and ACT. At Scholar Ready, we also help students with math, reading, and writing skills. I'm Ms. Jennifer, and I'm really excited about Scholar Ready's current students and alumni. Please visit scholarready.com to learn more. The alumni or the alumna I'm most excited about is myself, because from the time I was a junior in high school to the time I was a junior in college, I applied for over 30 scholarships, and I won enough of them to pay for my tuition and fees. My room and board was covered through my part-time employment, and my parents did not pay for me to go to school. I am from Houston, Texas, and I graduated from an out-of-state school from the University of Oklahoma. I also have a master's certificate in personal financial planning from Rice University. And through all of that education, I only borrowed $1,000 for student loans. And that $1,000 was because I wanted to buy plane tickets. And I'm very passionate about helping students to eliminate or reduce the amount of loans that they can receive through scholarships. Would you like to see more of these tutorials? Text Scholars in all caps to 22828 to get our newsletter full of tips for parents and students on the college bound journey. Hopefully, this essay topic looks familiar. This is from the Apply Texas application. It says, tell us your story. What unique opportunities or challenges have you experienced throughout your high school career that have shaped who you are today? Pay attention to these questions. Your audience expects a story, your story, about how unique opportunities or challenges have changed you. But how do you even know what to write? First, read professional writing. Here are some personal essays that can help guide you in telling your own story. Whenever I work with students, I like to give them choices. You can check out the work from the late boxer Muhammad Ali in his essay, I Am Still the Greatest, at npr.org. Or you could read My Brother Died and Reminded Me of These Life Lessons by Charles M. Blow. Charles M. Blow is a writer for the New York Times. And you can also check out Maya Rudolph's aha moment as told to Crystal G. Martin in the pages of O Magazine. For today's lesson, we're going to study Maya Rudolph's essay. Feel free to pause the tutorial here to find this essay on Oprah.com. Google Maya Rudolph's aha moment for the text. Make sure that you grab a pen and some paper. You will be writing. As you read Maya's essay for the first time, answer the following questions. And so after this first read, you should be able to identify and answer the following questions. Who is the protagonist? And of course, the protagonist is the main character. What does the protagonist want? What happens if the protagonist doesn't get what he or she wants? And what is the inciting incident? In other words, what event changed the protagonist? Here are the answers. Read Maya's essay a second time. After you read the second essay, answer the following questions. What are the conflicts? And conflicts could be a conflict that a person has with other people. Maybe the person is having a conflict with society or nature, and perhaps that person is having a conflict within him or herself. What are the conflicts? And also, when does this story take place? And just think about when does it take place, not necessarily just at the beginning of the story, but throughout the story. And where does the story take place? Again, where does the story take place throughout the events of the essay? And how are the conflicts resolved? Here are the answers. Read Maya Rudolph's aha moment a third time. After you read it, answer these two questions. Who is the writer after the experience? So when you answer that question, you are looking to address the changes that the writer experienced. So who was the writer before? And now that the writer has had this experience, has gone through this inciting incident, has gone through these conflicts and these challenges, who is the writer now? And then answer, what does the writer want you to know? What do you think the writer really, really wants you to take from this story? Here are the answers. Now that we've read Maya Rudolph's aha moment, it's time to focus on your story. Think about the analysis of that story and bring that into your essay writing. Now, here's the essay topic. Tell us your story. What unique opportunities or challenges have you experienced throughout your high school career that have shaped who you are today? Before you begin, consider the following parts of this topic. This is a story. This is a story. It's not a list of your accomplishments or your awards or your leadership roles while you're in high school. It is a story. Also, remember the question asks about unique opportunities or challenges. So, think of something that might set you apart from the next applicant. Notice this question asks about your high school career. Now, while you may have experienced some great opportunities or some crippling challenges before you entered high school, perhaps, in elementary or middle school or junior high, this is about your high school career. Focus on what happened to you from the time you entered high school up until this point. Now, now that you've considered telling us your story, making sure that it's unique and making sure that it happened in the high school career, make sure that it addresses how it has shaped who you are today. That means that your narrative should demonstrate how you have changed through your through experiencing these opportunities or challenges. And now, think about your story and answer the following questions. The first question is easy. You are the protagonist. You are the main character. You are the person who has the wants. You're the one experiencing the inciting incident. You are the one experiencing the challenges and the obstacles. You are the one experiencing the conflicts. Take some time to answer these questions about a story you'd like to tell about yourself. Answer these questions. For the last question, what do you want this audience of college admissions and scholarship committees to know about you? Okay, so you've answered the questions. We've answered the question. You've answered the questions in response to an essay that you'd like to write. You've answered the questions through your analysis of Maya Rudolph's aha moment. What's next? All right, let's study how an essay is organized. This is a typical plot structure of an essay. You have the exposition, the rising action. Let me go back and talk about exposition. Exposition is the material that lets you know about a person's background. And then you have the rising action, which leads to the climax. And then you have the falling action and then the resolution. So, what should yours look like? Well, in order to kind of figure out what yours might look like, let's study the outline for Maya Rudolph's story. All right, here's the exposition. At her childhood home, as a child, Maya loved to make people laugh. She grew up watching Saturday Night Live, which, of course, is a famous comedy sketch show on NBC. As Maya grew older, she entered improv competitions, namely in high school. And when she was studying in college, she was studying everything but comedy. She wasn't focused. Here's the inciting incident. Maya had a talk with her dad, and he encouraged her to focus and to study on what she really wanted to pursue, which is comedy. Maya noticed that a few cast members of Saturday Night Live were groundlings. Maya focused and joined the groundlings in Los Angeles, where she studied and performed comedy. Once Maya learned the comedy ropes, she joined the cast of Saturday Night Live in New York City, which was her ultimate dream. Maya wants the audience to know that success comes from the doing, not just thinking. You must do more than think about what you want to do. You must do it. Okay, so you've already answered questions about your story. Here are the next steps. Consider the outline from Maya Rudolph's aha moment. Consider that outline, and you write an outline that follows that pattern. And then write your first draft. And what you may want to do is you may want to read one of the other stories that I suggested and outline that particular story, and then try to pattern your outline from that story, and then write another draft. Thank you for viewing the essay tutorial about the Applied Texas essay. Should you want to learn more about writing college essays and SAT, SAT, PSAT, and the rest of the college bound journey, please text scholars in all caps to 22828. On behalf of Scholar Ready, this is Jennifer Ledwith. Thank you for joining today's writing tutorial. Good luck, writers. And if you'd like to learn more about Scholar Ready, please visit us. On behalf of Scholar Ready, this is Jennifer Ledwith. Thank you for joining today's writing tutorial. Good luck, writers. And if you'd like to learn more about Scholar Ready, please visit us online at www.scholarready.com. collegeapps.com.